Hey guys, it's Wreaker, and welcome to the first video of Slytember. We're going to be just doing something that I haven't really done before, and that is making a tier list. Alright, we have all the different Sly Cooper bosses, and a bunch of different ratings. We'll see how many of each get into each category. And this is just set up by that guy there. I edited some of the rankings, but yeah, he put all the pictures on here. First, you got Arpeggio. Yeah, he's a meh boss. You don't even fight him. He's just there taken out by he gets taken out by a different boss in the game. So yeah, kind of meh. Because he makes a great villain. It's just you don't get the satisfaction of beating him. Black Baron, good boss. Set up very well. Set up a whole episode leading up to it. Set up pretty well, and the boss fight itself is pretty unique, with multi-stage and stuff like that. But Sly 3 bosses in general are just pretty solid. Then Lafui. I haven't played the game for years, but I had to remember what his name was. But Lafui, one of the best bosses in my opinion. Just because he's set up so well, you honestly hate him. But it's one of those you hate the villain so much he's a just great villain. And then his boss, the entire operation of his boss fight is just perfection, honestly. With pirate ships and sword fights and the Kraken, yeah, it's good. I'm gonna skip some ordering they have, skip around a little bit. The mask, it did not get set up well. It's one of the only ones in 3 that didn't really deliver per se. But I'm not gonna put it all the way down because I do enjoy the boss fight. And yeah, for reasons, but yeah, it's not all the way down. Let's see. Let's pull out Don Octavio. I'm gonna put him in good as well, just because he got set up pretty well, and the fight's pretty good. So yeah. Also, it's one of the few that you get to play as Murray. So yeah, I kind of like it just for that reason. Let's go with Raleigh. Yeah, he didn't get set up well. It was the first boss in the game. Yeah, boss fight wasn't even that good. It's like a tutorial boss fight. Yeah, just no. Let's see, who do I want to deal with next? You know what? Let's do Mugshot. Mugshot, we're putting him in Fiendish. Just for the fact that he comes back, he's a boss in 1 and a mini boss in 3. And there was character development, which is rare for this style of game. To have villains have character development. So yeah, I'm putting him in Fiendish. Fight me. Miss Ruby, we'll put her up here for now too. I may drop her down to good. Mainly just because of the atmosphere of the entire episode and the fight itself is just unique, having essentially a rhythm game that I thoroughly enjoy. So this one, the boss fight bumps her up in my opinion, but I do love Chapter 3 of the first game, just as a whole. Except for the chicken minigame. And yeah, I keep getting distracted. I see my 3D model of the beard keeps fading in and out. So yeah, there's still some bugs working out on that. Let's see, who do we want? Let's do Dimitri. Meh. Yeah, he's better than Arpeggio. Like, he comes back as a playable character in 3 and kind of a side character in 4, but as a standalone boss, he's meh. Like, he's better than Raleigh as a tutorial boss, essentially. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to delve into that too much. Let's do Panda King. I'm going to put him at good, because they actually gave him a half-decent setup. Like, you saw him, like, commit genocide. Or just bury a village in snow. So, Panda King, decent villain. They set him up decently well. Playable character later, and he's pretty fun to play as, in my opinion. Little wonky, but I like playing as him. But yeah, just the boss fight's better than some of these. Rajan, I'm actually going to put him up here because you kind of learn to hate him a decent amount. Just especially with having him over 2 chapters. Or 2 episodes, 2 chapters, however you want to call them. So, there's my phone. But you learn to kind of hate him, and it's satisfying. And again, it's a Murray boss fight, so yeah, those are actually very, very good. Let's see. Let's get one from the new game. El Jefe, meh. Like, character's fine. Boss fight's decent, but like better than these two, but just meh. You know, I'll put him above Arpeggio. Let's see. Miss Decibel, saved by the boss fight. Annoying, not that interesting of a boss, to be honest. But the boss fight itself is actually pretty good. So, I need to play Sly 4 again. That's all I'm finding out. Let's see. Let's do the Contessa. I'm gonna put her in Clockwork because, again, you really want to smack her in the face. It's gratifying to beat her. Very, very intricate boss fights. Very, very well scripted episodes. So, yeah, definitely top tier. Let's go ahead and just put General Sal, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a while since I played either 3 or 4. And I will be doing that on the channel eventually. But, yeah. Like, you hate him, he kicks puppies, he breaks into the safe house. Yeah, it's like, to the point where you don't even want to just defeat him, you want to make him bankrupt. So, yeah. Definitely top tier boss. So, let's see. Who we got next? Grizz, saved by the boss fight. Really, most of the episode, like, the hub world's okay, and there's a few decent levels, but it really comes down to the final operation, as that is what saves that entire episode. And again, boss fight of Murray on ice skates fighting. Yeah, the boss fight was set up epically. Toothpick, I'm gonna put him up here in Fiendish just because you love the idiot. It's one of those the entire episode was actually done very well, especially playing as Tennessee Kid. And yeah, just one of my favorite bosses. Let's do Neela. Yeah. It's one of those ultimate betrayal. Like, you just want to get rid of her and all that. So, yeah. Try not to say too much just for, like, spoiler warnings and all that. But, yeah. It's Getting revenge on her at the end of the game is just so sweet. John Basson, I'm going to put him down at good. Just because there's no real animosity between Sly and him. It's more of you're just trying to stop his business. So yeah. Black Knight. Meh. Again, it's Penelope. So same person in two different one of these. But yeah. The hub world's amazing. I like a lot of the levels. And the boss fight's decent. It's just the personality doesn't like it. And it's like top of meh and last of good. So it's kind of the amorphous between these two groups. And then yeah, Clockwork. Like there's a whole tier named after him. He's got to go there. Like I think that one's kind of obvious. And again, I don't want to spoil everything for if you haven't seen this, but yeah. And then yeah, if you've played the game, you know it's fairly obvious. Like they tried so hard to set up this villain, and they failed so miserably. Just kind of like how my facial tracking is failing me right now. There. Let's find out where my mouse is. Recalibrate for a second, just so I can end. But yeah, so that is my opinion on all the Sly Cooper bosses. I know no one asked for this. No one wanted it. No one will probably watch it. But, what the heck. But that's my opinions on Sly Cooper bosses. And we'll have more Slytember content coming soon. Adios, amigos.